Hello fellow conscious beings, how you're all doing? Welcome back to my channel seeyainablackhole. My name is Gaga and today I wanted to do a reaction video to a story told by Sadhguru called Nandanar, the sage who lived with Intrigue. I actually really love this story, listening to it, watching this video. I rewatch it time to time because it's very beautiful. At the beginning I used to cry a lot when I watched it because it's a very touching story. But now I don't know if I'm out of touch with my emotions or I'm just so used to listening to the story I don't cry anymore. But anyways, let's get started watching it together.
But right from his childhood, Shiva has so fired him up. And just some 25 kilometers away, there's a famous Shiva temple. And he feels Shiva is calling him. But his life is not his own. He cannot make the trip. Any number of times he presented his case to the landlord, just one day trip. I will go to the temple and come back. Landlord always said, today there is weeding, day after tomorrow there is fertilizing, day after tomorrow there is some other work, you have to till the land. Now, one day you can't waste, what do you think? As it is, you're a useless fellow. One day you want to waste in a life. Any number of times presented the case. This started building up within him. He wants to see Shiva. This time he went and stood in front of the landlord with a different kind of dignity that a bonded labor never knows, not supposed to have. And the landlord started off, "You idiot, last time your mother was sick, before that your sister was getting married, before that your grandmother died 3 times over."
This part reminds me of my manager. Like whenever I get sick and I ask for a day off, my manager tells me like, "You're asking a lot lately and stuff."
Now you want to go to the temple, nothing doing. He said, I'll do all the work today, tomorrow, just a day trip, I will go and come. Then the landlord, in some moment, just this new dignity in the man, the new energy that was reverberating in him, in a moment, the landlord gave in and said, "Okay, go and come back before evening." Then he realized what he's done. Then he said, "Before you leave, all the 40 acres you must till and go. Entire 40 acres you must plow. It's evening. Before morning you must plow and then go to the temple." He was not foolish enough even to attempt that. He just went to bed. His entire system was reverberating. He knew he will go to the temple no matter what's the consequence. A new kind of energy has been reverberating through his entire body. Morning before he woke up, there was a big commotion in the village. What is it? Entire 40 acres was plowed. And he came out and looked, he couldn't believe it. The landlord was standing there with his mouth open. Landlord's wife and children started coming and falling at this man's feet, whose name we do not know. Generally he is referred to as the tiller.
Even the children? How do children know how to… why you have to bow down and stuff?
He couldn't believe this. Then he knew, he always thought, by appealing to Shiva, he can move the laws of nature, he can bend the laws of nature. But the laws of men are so cruel that you can never bend them. But here, the laws of men and gods and nature all bent. Suddenly people came, put silver coins in his hand. Somebody put a food hamper in his hand, somebody gave him a stick and said, "He's gone to the temple, he's a chosen one." Shiva himself has come and plowed 40 acres of land. He went to the temple with great joy in his heart. But having lived the life of an outcast, he's not forgotten that he cannot cross the threshold of the temple. He stood there. Of course they wouldn't let him into the temple. He knew they're not going to bend the rules and all he wants to do is just see once. The big Nandi which was sitting in his way, the Nandi moved to one side. And later on people called him Nandanar, became a famous sage. Nobody ever knew his name because he's just known as a tiller. But his entire life is just this one thing. You cannot even call him a devotee, just intrigued, unwilling to let go of the intrigue. The problem with most logical minds is something intrigues you, then you give a stupid explanation to it and you kill it right there. Most minds are incapable of living with intrigue. They want a stupid answer to it today, and they'll come to a conclusion tonight before they go to bed. Oh, this is like this, that is like that. Every idiot on the planet thinks he's a scientist because they read some textbook in the school. The stupid textbook is no more relevant. Anybody, any man of science will not accept this stupid stuff anymore. There is so much here. There is so much everywhere. Unanswered. You don't have the intelligence or the means to answer these questions. Just remain with that. That is a sincere human being. One who knows that he doesn't know the answers is a sincere human being. One who finds a silly logical answer is a foolish human being. But he thinks he's smart. This is all that's needed. You just have to walk with this intrigue. If you have devotion in your heart, fantastic. If you don't have devotion in your heart, your mind bothers you. Just maintain the intrigue. That's all it takes.
What a beautiful story, you guys. And also Sadhguruji is like so good at storytelling. Just explaining something, speaking. He's just so good at it. You just want to listen to him, you know? You know, there are people, you listen to them and you start to get bored. The way they tell something, it's not interesting. And there are people who are like really talented at it, you know? It's like he's reading a rap bar, or how do you say it? The way he talks is just one word after another and there's nothing extra, you know what I mean? And also, actually, I myself, I'm not a very devotional person, and sometimes my mind does bother me and I'm like, OMG, I'm not devotional. I guess I have to be reborn again many times before I get enlightened. I wish I was more devotional and open to a guru's grace, but then I listened to the story and Sadhguruji was like, you just have to be intrigued. Your mind bothers you, but don't pay attention to your mind. Like, that calmed my heart a little. And truly, the ways of human beings is so harsh sometimes. Why is they gotta be so harsh, so strict? I do not understand it. He could just let him live for several hours easily. I don't understand. Is he gonna lose like millions if he does that? And another question which popped up in my mind is, why does pain even exist? Why do we have to experience pain with emotional, mental, physical? Why can't we all just live joyfully? Like, this physical reality is temporary anyways. Let's enjoy it and not cause pain to each other, not be strict and stuff. Today, when I was riding a bus to work, I saw so many unhappy faces of adult human beings, and I was like, also I saw a woman who was sleeping in the bus and I just felt so sorry to her, and I was like, why are we living our lives like this? It's temporary, and I've got so many questions and no answers. And I do wonder, was it really Shiva's spirit who helped Nandanar out in this situation, like helped him out in all situations? And if so, why did he decide to help out of compassion? Anyways, guys, as always, I've got so many questions. I can keep asking them more and more. Thank you so much, as always, for watching a video with me. It really means a lot to me to connect with people. If you liked watching this video together with me, like this video, share it, share your opinions and thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, if we never get to meet in this temporary physical reality, I guess I'll see you in a black hole. Have a good life, guys. Bye bye.